So, I should open up a window. It's a little burnt smell in here. I just cooked these tater tots. Which just came out of the oven for like 25 minutes. They cooked. I actually cooked the whole bag, which I'm like, I don't know if I should have did that, but I mean, I probably should have maybe half a bag. Who knows? But I got like that, and I'm gonna do like a small bag of buffalo wing bites. So for dinner tonight. I have things I actually have to cook, and I have other things like leftovers in the fridge that I probably could just heat up and eat. But I'm not sure if I want to do another like ground turkey taco type thing tonight. I don't know if I want to do tacos because tacos make my like reflux issues with all the like sour cream and the peppers and stuff. It makes my reflux issues kind of have issues. So, anyways, I mean, my buffalo's gonna make me have issues too. But I mean, I don't know. Regardless, whatever I do, maybe I'll just make more of a barbecue instead of buffalo because I have that option as well. But I was thinking of dipping it in like some sour cream. But I'm at the point where I'm just chilling. I mean, it hasn't been a really eventful summer. I mean, one summer I was volunteering at the Arts Council. I was going to shows. I was going to open mics. I was going to tag sales. I was eating out. I was having a grand old time. And then like this is probably like a few summers ago. And now all of a sudden, as the time progressed and stuff like that, times have gotten harder, especially on me financially. And now it's like I'm not going out to eat as much during my summers. I'm kind of staying home a lot more. My budget's a lot tighter. I'm barely making it. Some days as I try to get by and stuff like that, I'm barely making it and stuff, trying to get by and doing what I have to do. So, that's what this summer's been basically about, is just trying to take one step at a time and get by and get all the bills paid and stuff like that. But, I should have had, I maybe would have had extra spending. I had some type of spending money for the month, but that went to the one-time fee for the 3 months that I have for June, July, and August for the AC bill. So $90 is pretty much just wiped out all my spending or all the stuff I could have had if I needed something else, which I do need some other things. But I need to find a pair of rubber gloves because I do need to actually clean my oven with oven cleaner, and oven cleaner kind of burns your hands, so you need to make sure that you have like some type of gloves or something to clean the oven. So I got to go inside the oven and like spray oven cleaner and stuff, and that's going to be a huge thing. I'm almost thinking of going to Dollar Tree and see if I can find a bigger pair of gloves there that might actually fit me, instead of going paying like $5-7 for a pair, somewhere else like Dollar General or some, Walmart or somewhere. Because I need them, but I just don't want to spend all the money, because it's like I have a limited budget to get by and do this, and this, and it's like I don't want to spend everything I have just on that, when there's other things I could be doing. I mean, dollar could be just going out for a walk to get a coffee or something, if need be, but who knows, with knowing me, some of my supplies are lasting, some of my supplies are going a lot quicker this month, so, obviously I don't know why, but I'm eating a lot more of my snacks earlier this month than compared to, some of the previous months I've kind of saved them, but this month I've kind of eaten more of my snacks. But I've gotten better snacks this month compared to the last couple of months, because I know in the last couple of months I would always get something that was always the same, and I think this month per se I got a couple of things that were not necessarily the same as the previous months that I would normally go and get. So some of my snacks actually ended up getting, eaten a lot faster. But I mean, I still got Slim Jims, I still got chips. I mean, I got no chocolate. All my chocolate bars are gone. I bought 4 chocolate bars, and those things are gone as fuck. And, both of my cookie things are gone now, too. So, both of my cookie packages. So, I'm kind of at that point where it's just like, I don't know, I'm pigging out because there's not a lot to do, and I'm a Sagittarius, and we eat when we're bored. We eat when we're bored, and we eat. Either way we eat, but sometimes we also eat when we're bored too. So we also do boredom eating, but we also eat too because we like to eat. So thus the blessing and the curse of when you get stuff, sometimes it going a lot faster because you like to eat and be you. But for the most part, I'm just chilling and doing what I have to do. I mean, it's not the most eventful summer. I mean, I'm still getting poems published. I mean, I'm still getting poems published by certain publishers and stuff like that. So it's not like I'm not doing anything artistically. I mean, I'm not painting as much as I once did. I mean, I used to paint frequently during the summers and stuff. I haven't done that for the last couple of years since quarantine. I mean, I did a little bit during quarantine, but I haven't had the room or the ability to necessarily do that since quarantine. So, but I am getting some poems published. It's not like I'm not getting poems published, but for the most part though too, it's like I don't I like my progress of my what makes me an artist and how I kind of put myself out there or my projects out there is kind of very slow and stuff. And I think some of that has to do with money, and some of that has to do with the time and the effort and the space and multiple things that have kind of affected my life since quarantine and since other things and inflation and all these things that have happened that really have made it hard on the American budget and the American way of living. So I'm doing the best I can, though. I'm doing the best I can, trying to do what I can do. I mean, I'm still getting published. I mean, there's still a lot of poems I have already done and together that are not fully out there to be published. So I mean, when I can, I have them all put aside and stuff. So I mean, when there's an opportunity to have something published, I will definitely enter what I can to see what I could actually have published. And I see, but then again, it's a matter of also trying to get myself, because I always like to try to get myself a copy of the anthology or something that they're in too. But I can't always. I mean, I'm not always going to be able to afford a copy of the anthology and stuff like that because. I'm at that point too where it's like financially I'm kind of strapped, but thanks to my landlord, she took $90 of my fucking AC bill, and I almost think I almost think somebody should have talked to housing and told housing that they should have maybe been more lenient on us for that bill, especially with inflation and stuff, especially with everything that's going on, that they should have been more lenient with us of that bill, so that way we could have had the money to go do things and stuff like that, and not have to sit around or not have to feel like we can't get our needs met or the rest of our needs met for the rest of the month. Obviously, I didn't mean to personally let it happen. I mean, I had to pay a couple people back. I had to put money on the laundry card. I did a couple things at the beginning of the month, but for the most part, I didn't mean for it to get my money in my account to get down to like get down to like $3 in the bank between everything. So my goal on Monday is to call this Uber ride service that my mental health workers want me to take, because they're forcing it on me because they want me to be more independent, and they don't want to take the time and the effort out of their schedule or day to take me to the bank. So I need to take myself to get the Uber ride service to go to the bank and take care of what I need to take care of. So that's what I'm going to be doing on Monday. I'm going to call like bright and early. They're probably not going to be able to take me until 10 o'clock because the bank doesn't open until 10 o'clock. And then they need an hour in advance. So I could probably call them and I might be able to be the first one over there to be dropped off. But then again, it's a Monday. You know how things happen on a Monday. Maybe not like the first Monday of the month. But still, Monday mornings are still kind of rough on people, especially the bank, because the bank is pretty much swamped and stuff like that, and has tons of stuff going on and stuff like that. But I don't know. I mean, I really would like to just be able to get what I need deposited and just be able to leave and not have to worry about standing in line for like 30 to 45 minutes, having to wait for having to make sure my ride's still outside and stuff like that. The other thing too was my ride said too they could always go and they could always come back for me and stuff like that. But then if they have to go all the way back up East Main Street or something like that, because I'm stuck at at the bank because I had to like have my Uber ride basically go do something else until I can actually I don't know, but they have other people they're picking up and stuff too. They have other people they're picking up and other people they work with and stuff. So I don't know. I'm a little frustrated about that situation. I'm a little frustrated about how the situation happens and stuff like that. But doing the best I can, trying to breathe, trying to be independent, trying to be hopeful and happy, and do what I have to do. So doing the best I can, doing the best I can to do what I have to do. And so far I haven't had to have to be in a ride with anybody else. So far I haven't had to be in a ride with anybody else to, join me for my rides, or my situation for my rides and stuff like that. So I haven't had to bring anybody else with me and stuff, but I'm doing the best I can. I'm just hanging in there. I'm trying to just focus on me and just be independent with me and try to get myself from point A to point B and do what I have to do. Things are been kind of really rough, and things been kind of like, I don't know, they've been rough. I mean, but I'm hanging in there, and I'm making it one step at a time. And regardless, somehow I always make it through, and I get through each day and through the month at the end of the day. I mean, actually, August, I'm definitely going to have spending money. I know it in my heart. I'm going to have spending money, but I got to make sure that I don't go over to what do you call it? That I don't go over to Stop and Shop, and spend all my money over there. I mean, I did it this month, and I probably ended up getting a lot less for a lot more. But, I mean, I'm looking at some of my stuff already. I mean, I just, started moving some stuff around and started moving some French fries and stuff out of the way. My bottom shelf of my freezer is kind of looking scarce already. Once you move the French fries and stuff out of the way, it's kind of looking scarce. And there's how many more weeks of the month? Like 2 or 3, So I'm at the point now where it's like, if I don't, if I'm not actually, focused on what I need to do and make sure I can get through, I'm going to be in a lot of, financial trouble. So, I'm doing what I can, though. I'm doing what I can. I'm trying to hang in there, but with everything going up in price, it's not good. And I wish they would kind of raise the bar higher for us for our food money and stuff like that, for people who are disabled and stuff, that that we could get the better bar raised, so we don't have to feel like we're scrounging, or feel like we have to just make ends meet on very little and not get all of our needs met and shit like that. There was a time I used to get all my needs met and I used to be happy about it. Now it's like I'll be lucky if I get some of my needs met and shit like that. So I don't know. It's like I'm having that blah summer. It's a hot girl bummer, because I'm honestly not feeling like a hot girl. I'm feeling kind of like this summer is icky, and it could be a lot better as far as me feeling like I'm hot. Because my style feels worn out. My style feels worn out. The things I wear feel worn out. Something about just me feels really worn out and feels very old, and just needs a whole new refreshment and stuff like that. But I don't know if it's the wardrobe, I don't know what it is, but it's like, obviously the fall I'm going to be able to dress up a bit more, and I will be able to dress up a bit more because I'll be able to wear more of the things I want to wear. But I mean, the summer, it's like you got a very limited wardrobe, and it's like I don't know. I want to dress up, but I can't really dress up, during the summer, because, the summer's the summer, and it's so fucking hot outside. You can't really dress up and look good, because you're gonna burn, you're gonna sit there dying, in the fucking heat. So, anyways, I'm doing alright, the best I can. I'm trying to chill, trying to do what I have to do. I still got to do that other thing I was planning on, too, about getting the other CD and DVD tower in here for my DVDs, and then getting two other guitar cases, so I could put these two guitars there's two guitars over by the other end of my TV, and I want to be able to put them up in guitar cases, and I want to be able to, move the little kickstand for the guitars in my closet or somewhere, and then I want to be able to put another CD and DVD tower over there, so one that fits CDs and DVDs, but I'm probably going to use it for more DVDs so I can clear off some shelving space. So maybe I can finally, clear off my living room table and put my books onto a shelf instead of having them sit on a living room table. So, I mean, some of them already started going onto a shelf, but I mean, in order to make more room and more space to put more of them on there, I need another CD and DVD tower, and I need two guitar cases. So it's going to basically be about another $80 to $100 just for all that. So, I mean, I know the CD and DVD tower alone is like $40. It's like $40 for the CD and DVD tower. So, or maybe a little under, maybe like 37 or something. But I don't know. I really would like to, do some things, and I'm hoping by the fall I can reclaim some things. Some people want to do a craft fair, and I told people, like, who's gonna come? Who's gonna come and support us? Like, who will come and support us for the craft fair? Obviously some of my local business connections and some of my connections to local business and my local business supports will, who would actually really ever really make an effort to come to my craft fair and actually really come and see what I have to do and come and see my work or come and be supportive. I mean, there was a couple people that have, but I mean, obviously with the tensions that come on more and more with local business and all these changes with people falling out with different people and different, opinions and different say-sos and stuff that, I don't know if there's going to be too many people that, I mean, obviously it's not going to be the same list of people I would even try to invite to come to my, to come to my craft fairs and stuff like that. Plus I live in Connecticut, so it would have to be people in Connecticut that would come, and, I had a bigger list of people in Connecticut at one point, and then lost some people, and then some other people are not necessarily going to come and, partake in the fair or, the connection with everything. So I'm at that point where I'm very fucking frustrated, and I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, it is what it is. But, my neighbors do want to have a craft fair, and I'm kind of looking at them like, I really don't want to have a craft fair for November. I just kind of want to sit back and relax, worry about myself, and, be happy when my renter's rebate comes, which actually I think it's not this week. It's not this week. This week I was supposed to have a tooth pulled. This Wednesday I was supposed to have a tooth pulled because I have a root canal that kind of broke. On this side I was chewing a piece of gum and I had a root canal that kind of broke in half. So, I mean, it kind of broke in half when I was chewing a piece of gum. I mean, it doesn't hurt or anything, but there was a root canal that just broke and snapped in half. That was part of half of my tooth still in my gums and my jaw that they want to, kind of wanted to extract on. They wanted to kind of extract on this Wednesday, and I kind of had to tell them no, I have to reschedule. But unfortunately, Community Health and Wellness right now is not taking any more appointments, and so it's so booked up that they're not taking any more appointments to book anybody else. So right now it's kind of at that point where I'm kind of at that point where now I gotta wait until they can call me to reschedule that. But I mean, I do have a renter's rebate appointment, not this week, but the week after. I have a renter's rebate appointment, and I gotta go see the urologist because I had to reschedule the urologist too. So I'm hoping to maybe see the urologist and get my whole physical well-being, my lower extremities kind of more under control. I mean, obviously I feel all right. I mean, there's a little bit of like this, dis-ease around my system, but I mean I'm good. I mean, I feel all right. I mean, my functions work. I mean, my functions work. My sexual properties work. I just don't, I'm still kind of like, there's still something wrong with my situation that needs to be addressed. So, but at this point, I'm doing the best I can. I'm just trying to chill. I'm just trying to breathe. I'm hoping for renter's rebate. I mean, I have plans for renter's rebate already for the fall. I mean, I'm not going to spend it too much on local business. I might just spend it on what I could do for myself and to make my apartment and situation a lot better. I mean, obviously, if there's anything for local business or anything left over I could spend on local business after I take care of me, what I want to do, then maybe I will spend it on local business. But I'm not going to spend it too much on anybody else to compare it to myself this year. Because I'd be so quick to, give $1 to this person and that person and then a local business, and sometimes it's not really as respected or appreciated back in the ways that I tried to give out my financial support or my my support and my heart to give that financial support or blessings to the to whatever business I choose. So I won't lie. I mean, I'm not going to lie to people. I think honestly, in some cases, I think there was a lot of people that were probably a little bit unhappy with Act Natural Health and Wellness, which is the health food store. I think there were a couple people unhappy with Act Natural Health and Wellness. I don't think they really did well in Torrington. I think they were doing all right in Torrington, but I mean, in some cases, I think they were doing, I think they could have been doing a lot better, and I think they know they're gonna, if they move to Thomaston, maybe they would do a lot better. But I think some of that has to do too with the customer service. I mean, I hate to say that because it's true. I mean, I think some of the ladies that were obviously cashiers and stuff. Some of them were actually very nice, but since they moved over to where they are now, I mean, some of the ladies are kind of weird. They're either kind of weird or they're kind of not as friendly. So it's kind of like, it's kind of like iffy, like iffy service, iffy service and stuff like that. I mean, I'm supporting it because obviously it's my chance to support it and be able to get something good of what I want, get something good metaphysically of what I would like to get before they actually move. But I mean, obviously, I think customer service, I think maybe for some people could have been better. At least for some people, that's what I've heard. Customer service could have been better and different things could have been better, But, I mean, obviously, they still have their supporters and they're still going to have their supporters and stuff like that. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. I can't complain and I can't sit here and, blow my eyes out saying it's the end of the world because there's other stores and other places in town. As long as they're in business, I'll still go and support them for like my metaphysical needs and stuff like that. It's not the end of the world. Actually, some of the other places I like a little bit better than Act Natural Health and Wellness, and I hate to say that to people, but it's true. I mean, there was always some type of like attitude about about how people kind of how people kind of like had run the business for that, and I was just like, I don't know. I mean, I like them in a way because they carry the metaphysical, but at the same time, I think their customer service or the way they the customer service and stuff could be a little bit more friendly. I mean, they have a little bit more pep in their customer service lately. I mean, as of lately, it seems like nobody's as friendly and stuff, but maybe that's because there's not good customer service and stuff like that. But who knows? For the most part, though, I mean, I will say openly that there are some things I'm looking forward to doing, and I don't know. I mean, obviously October is coming up. I mean, October is going to come up at some point too, and October, right after October, I'm pretty sure that's when I'm going to get my renter's rebate, but. Right after October 31st, right at the beginning of November, like the middle of November. But I think for the most part that October. Sorry, it's like I might have to open up a window. It's very kind of smoky in here. But I think for October, a lot of people are looking forward to possibly having the Halloween store come back to Torrington if the Halloween store does, because we have a Halloween store that sometimes makes it around to Torrington. Like occasionally, a couple of years in a row, they've been in the plaza across the way from my house. So all I have to do is walk like across the way and go to the plaza, and they've been there, where they've had the store and stuff, where I've actually been able to go into the Halloween store, and it hasn't been too far from my house in the walking distance. Or in other cases too, they've also had it around the corner, in the Stop and Shop Plaza, which is basically not even like 5 to 2 minutes around the corner from my house. Which, there's empty storefronts there where they have also kind of sometimes had the the Halloween store move into there for a temporary space for the season and have people come and support it. That's actually where they were when they first came to Torrington, and then when they first came to Torrington and started, they used to be up where Walmart was, and then that had to change, and then they went over to where Stop and Shop was for a year or two, and then they went over to where TJ Maxx's and stuff like that over there. So I don't know. I'm looking. Hopefully the Halloween store will be back in town this year, but it's not like I'm looking to spend a ton of money on stuff. I wanted to do cosplay, and I was thinking of doing cosplay, and I had another cosplay I was trying to piece together, which I did not actually complete. But I mean, obviously, there's always a chance I can go back and try to get the stuff to complete it. But I don't know if I'm gonna just pick up cosplay a little bit more, or just reuse some of the costumes that I do have, because I do have a lot of my old, my previous costume stuff. Actually, I did 3. I was gonna do 3 costumes originally, or 3 cosplays, but I mean, I ended up doing 2, which I did the 4th Doctor from Doctor Who. Did the fourth Doctor from Doctor Who, because I got the scarf, I had my dress jacket was perfect, and I had everything else I needed. So I was going to do the fourth Doctor from Doctor Who, and I also did Rick from Rick and Morty. So those were my two cosplays for Halloween, you know. The fourth Doctor from Doctor Who was basically my all-around cosplay, you know, slash Halloween, you know. I'm already in Halloween mode. You know, some people already are in Halloween mode. I saw somebody else say it today that they're already in Halloween mode. They're saying, oh, it's almost the end of July, and people are like thinking, oh, it's almost Halloween, you know. So, I mean, it's a cosplayer's favorite type of holiday. It's the Halloween month, you know. It's the Halloween month and stuff like that. So, but I don't know. I'm at this point. I'm doing the best I can. I'm chilling, you know. Would like to pursue more of a cosplay career, you know, but then again, like with everything, with cosplay, with art and everything else, it all costs money. You know, so I don't know. I'm doing the best I can to just chill and do what I have to do, but it's been a very blah year. It's been a very blah until kind of to myself, kind of like I'm at home doing what I have to do, doing the best I can to make do and try to, you know, maintain and stuff like that. You know, I'm disabled. I'm disabled and don't necessarily have to work. I mean, I don't necessarily have to work. I mean, obviously, I have, because of my disability, I get income from my disability, but I don't necessarily have to work. But I mean, it'd be nice to work. You know, it'd be nice to work. You know, with my disability, but I mean, obviously, in some cases, some people say with my disability I can't work because there's been, you know, conflictions and issues with that, but. Especially with the whole, you know, local business thing that kind of happened recently, you know, or within the last, you know, several months or to the last year or so with, you know, with some things here in Torrington, you know, that I'm not going to even try to mention any names, but there have been some discrepancies and me trying to get a job that I was hoping was going to be part-time, and the employer was trying to make it more like I was supposed to be there full-time, and they needed me there full-time, and they needed me for this, and this, and they were willing to pay me for this, and this, and they wanted me there for when they wanted me there, and I told them I couldn't do it already, and I told them what I could do, and I told them what I was trying to tell them what I could do, and they went completely over their head. They didn't listen to me, and created a huge communication issue. And she, you know, I wasn't what they needed or wanted for, you know, for their, you know, for what they needed me for, and because of that, it led to some things where I could not go back and support that business. I mean, it led to some things where I could not go back and support that business because I had let people down on the job because I couldn't physically do the job because of my disability and because of, like, my, you know, my mental health and stuff like that, and me not having the greatest work experience and stuff to really take on what I was supposed to be taking on to, you know, to have them, you know, to do a job for them and stuff like that. So I don't know, I'm thinking, I'm in my head a lot right now, because I have a lot going on, but regardless of the factor, you know, I mean, I'm doing the best I can. People say, oh, get a summer job. There's nowhere Torrington's gonna hire me. I already tried to apply to multiple places. I mean, I was working with a job coach at one point. I was trying to, you know, apply to multiple places, and the job coach and the job system kind of let me down because it was part of a program, and it was part of a mental health program, and a situation with a mental health program that really kind of let me down and wasn't doing any good to my life or adding any value or self-worth to my life and my situation. They were kind of adding more harm and more issues to my situation and my mental growth and my mental stability and stuff like that. So I had to work a lot out in therapy in the last, you know, four to 3 years. You know, I had to work a lot out in therapy after leaving such program and shit. You know, it's been like 5 years or more, but you know, regardless of the factor, my glasses are fucking filthy again. I gotta clean these. Regardless of the factor, it's not like I haven't tried to work. It's not like I haven't tried to bust my butt and try to maintain a job. It's just like, it's not possible right now for me to maintain a job because of my disability and stuff like that, you know? And the truth is, I might have already had spending money for the month, or I could have had spending money for the month if it wasn't for this AC bill. I probably could have had, you know, spending money already, and I probably wouldn't have been sitting here, and I probably could have did a whole lot more, and you probably wouldn't be hearing me having this conversation with you if that was the case, you know? But I tried to bust my butt for people and do things that I wasn't sure if I could actually do, and all kinds of shit, trying to maintain a job and stuff, and job that would replace me in a day and has replaced me in a day, and the job coach replaced me in a day with other people that they could work with and stuff, because they didn't feel like I was owning up to par in their eyes of how they wanted me to go about things. So they replaced me, and they replaced my position of me trying to get a job with somebody else that or a couple other people that I personally despised, or had issues with and stuff like that. So they ended up they actually ended up succeeding in a way, or trying to end up succeeding. And then me, on the other hand, I'm like, I struggled and shit, and got replaced after making efforts and shit for bullshit that I probably should never once even really kind of considered if that was going to be the case. So it is what it is at this point. But I'm doing the best I can. I'm doing the best I can. I'm just chilling. It's not the greatest of summers, but I'm chilling with my summer. I'm trying to do the best I can to maintain and be positive. So, but I am gonna go eat now because I'm hungry and I want to go drink something and I want to just go chill. But yeah, happy summer. Happy summer. It's officially summer. It was officially summer probably about a few weeks ago, but I was celebrating summer already when it was springtime. I was like, oh, the summer's going to be wonderful. The summer's going to be wonderful. The summer turned out to be a lot of crap. The summer turned out to be, I won't lie though. The high point of my month this month was actually finally trying to try Crumbs. Crumbs is the new breakfast sandwich place that does egg sandwiches and chicken sandwiches and coffees and stuff. That was the high point of my month, is finally being able to at least try Crumbs at least once. I might not be able to eat at Crumbs all the time because it might not always fit my budget, but if there's a way if there's a way I can squeeze in Crumbs here and there, I might do it. I've already said to myself too, if I go back to Crumbs, I would like to maybe try to squeeze into my budget. If there is a way to squeeze into my budget, that I would like to maybe squeeze into my budget that I could get like a chicken sandwich or something, chicken sandwich and maybe another type of coffee to try or something, for what it's worth. But I finally got to try Crumbs. Crumbs has been open for about a month or two, and I haven't been able to try it. And me being a supporter of local business, or trying to be a supporter of local business, and trying, had that title, which was given to me from some people who I may not even be associating with anymore and stuff like that. But I was considered the official, supporter of local business in the downtown area with other local businesses and artists and stuff. But I might not continue that title. I might just support a local business because I want to support it and try it at least once. And if I don't support it again, then so what, Because I just want to bust my butt for titles and shit when it's not really, when I get treated a certain way, or certain things happen a certain way that make you feel differently. But anyways, I'm getting offline. So, peace.